Hello everybody and welcome back to Robert's Reviews. It is a very sad day for those of you who don't know when this is posted. This is posted on 9/11, so that is part of the reason why I watched this movie on this day. I guess slight spoilers, but I guess it doesn't really spoil anything. But I decided I wanted to watch something in memoriam of 9/11, and I saw that there was a movie with Robert Pattinson in it, and I was like, okay, might as well check this one out. So that's why I watched this movie. So today we're going to be talking about Remember Me. Remember Me was released in 2010. It was written by Will Fetters and directed by Alan Coulter. Now, I should, first of all, no spoilers, except for, like, if you can make the connection, you can make the connection. But if you don't, then nothing will be spoiled. But I want to mention first, I think I said no spoilers, but beyond that, I want to say that I have seen other reviews for this movie. Like, I have seen what Rotten Tomatoes gave it and all of that. And part of that was why I watched the film, because I love Robert Pattinson, like, to death. I love that guy. He's one of my favorite working actors. And I was like, there's no way he made a film that bad. And I was right. I think I'm absolutely correct in saying this. But the reason that a lot of people said that it was bad was because they found it offensive. And I personally do not find it offensive. This being said, I was also born in 2001. And I was also expecting this in the film. So it's, there are a couple moving parts there, but I think that I personally did not find it offensive, and I can see why somebody might find it offensive, but I didn't. And as a film, I think it works, and I think that people who take it offensively aren't thinking about it in terms of a film and what the film is actually trying to do. I may make a video about this in the future about how this film could be offensive to somebody, and how I think it should not be considered offensive by said people, because I don't think they're grasping the full concept of the film. But the general idea of this movie is Robert Pattinson gets in a fight and gets arrested. He gets bailed out by his father, and he and his father are not on speaking terms. But he only has to talk to him because he likes his sister. His little sister is a really nice young lady who's into art, and they have a really awesome relationship. I want to just mention that real quick. I love the relationship with Robert Pattinson and his sister in this movie. I mean, it's just the dynamics are fantastic. I think that they're both wonderful actors. A really great child actor from 2010. I mean, I don't know if I've seen her in anything else, but she was very good in 2010. And he kind of, as a joke, goes to talk to the police officer's daughter. And then they kind of hit it off, and they get into a romance, and he realizes he really loves her, which becomes a problem when the father finds out that she's with him, and his father finds out that, he and his sister are kind of, it's a big mess. I can't talk about all of it because a lot of it's spoilery, but that's the main idea, and I think it's absolutely beautiful. This really quickly became one of my favorite movies I've seen this year. I felt so connected to the characters. I felt so emotionally attached to this film. Every time a character was on screen, I was like, I love this character. I love that character every single time. And I like the dynamics are fantastic between Robert Pattinson and his sister, Robert Pattinson, and his girlfriend. And then there's other actors that I think did really well, particularly Pierce Brosnan, who I think did a fantastic job in this film, which plays Robert Pattinson's father. And then, of course, is it Chris Cooper, who plays his girlfriend's dad, the police officer. And it's just so many interconnecting stories. And that's something that I really like, which is why I like The Devil All the Time. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. And a lot of people don't like that movie. I love it because it's just such a character-driven story, as is this one. And I felt so connected to it, and I felt like it's a really important movie that people should watch. So if you haven't seen it, I recommend you do. But in terms of the plot, I should say there are some issues. Particularly towards the end of the second act, there are some characters that make stupid decisions for no reason that didn't have to happen at all. I'm willing to look past it, but I do want to mention that I did see that and was like, I physically cringed. I was like, I don't believe they would do that, but you do you, I guess. That's neither here nor there, but I think that it is worth mentioning that is definitely a lull in the film, is at the end of the second act, which ramps to the third act, and then ends. And it's a fantastic ending. That is what people find offensive. I don't personally find it offensive. Maybe it's because I'm old, or young, I should say. I don't know, but I did not find it offensive. I found it beautiful. I found it enlightening, really, I think is the correct word. The ending is enlightening for those of us who were not alive at the time. I find it extremely important that young people watch this film. I was crying my eyes out. It was fantastic. I think it's really, really beautiful, really, really well done. And overall, I'm going to go ahead and give Remember Me an A. Please check it out. If you have not watched it, definitely do so. Let me know what you thought in the comments below if you've seen Remember Me. I know a lot of people didn't like it. I just love it. I absolutely love the characters. I'm so emotionally involved in this movie. I'm going to buy it on Blu-ray. I'm going to watch it a bunch of times. I absolutely love it. And maybe it's just one of those movies that I like that, nobody else does, and that's okay. Because that's the cool part about film is you like what you like and you don't like what you don't like, and it's okay to know that and to understand that. So definitely check that movie out if you haven't seen it yet. Please consider watching it. Let me know in the comments below what you've thought. And please consider subscribing because it's a huge, 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 huge help. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. And as always, keep watching movies and television. Stay educated. And I'll see you guys in the next video.